Well, go on, everybody. Lennox here from Simple 123 Trader. Today is August 12th, Wednesday, and I'm just going to play a snippet of the playbook that I send out to all the members of the Simple 123 Trader group from last night's playbook. So this is from Tuesday, August 11th, and I'm going to play my analysis of the US dollar futures index. Here we go. And now you can clearly see the structure. So maybe we're done at this point. It's totally possible, and we're going to be heading back down at this point instead of what I drew on the 30. Okay, so it's totally possible now that we're done, and we're going to be heading down. So I'm looking at my analysis is that we have a weak US dollar going into tonight's London open session. So we'd be looking for movements up in Aussie US dollar. So this is on the 15. So expected move on Aussie US dollar to the upside. Expected move on Euro US dollar on the 15 to the upside. On GBP US dollar. GBP US dollar to the upside, and expected move on, of course, New Zealand US dollar to the upside. Okay, I can actually I'll put it on so you can see. So New Zealand US dollar also to the upside, and this one's already started, so that's looking pretty good for New Zealand right there. I like that one. Okay, we already have our 1, 2, 3 bottom, so that's looking good. And for USD CAD, we'd be going to the downside. For USD Swiss, let me put the Swiss on. We'd be looking at a move to the downside. And for USD Japanese yen, we also be looking at a move to the downside. Okay, so all those are playing out just as I would expect at this moment in time. So we'll see if I'm correct or not. So opportunities, even Bitcoin would be going more than likely to the upside as well. So I'd be looking for a play to the upside against the US dollar. And what other, any other gold, for instance, and so on. All right, so that's a look. Okay, so that was a snippet from last night's playbook. So let me take a look now at what transpired overnight. And here is the US dollar futures index from last night. We were sitting at this point up here. My expected move was for it to come back to the downside, and it did just that, and it's still going to the downside right now. Okay, so looking at Aussie, let me just put these in order. Aussie US dollar. So the move for Aussie US dollar, we were sitting at this point here. Expected move was to the upside, and it did that. It actually formed our structure, and it's doing just fine right now. And the expected move for the euro as well was to the upside. We were sitting down at this point here. Whoops. We were sitting down here, and the expected move was also to the upside, and so on. GBP USD, you can see that this one didn't move as strongly, but again, the expected move was to the upside. What it's doing right now is it's now starting to really go. So this is now the opportunity to be taking advantage of the US dollar, GBP US dollar to the upside. That's of course if the US dollar continues its weakness. What else? We looked at USD CAD, and the expected move for that was the opposite to the downside along with the US dollar, and that's exactly what it did. USD Swiss, I can put that one on as well. Also New Zealand. So USD Swiss to the downside, again, we were sitting right here, and the move was to the downside as expected. So beautiful setups. Also, New Zealand. This one was the one I liked the best of them all, and it was at this point here, and the expected move was to the upside. And of course, it did a little bit of a jig, but it did eventually make the move. And the expected move now would be again to the upside once this plays out at this point here. Also, you can see that New Zealand US dollar didn't do as well as, say, Aussie US dollar, you know, or Euro US dollar. Okay, what was the last one? USD Japanese yen was another one that would be to the downside, and that one as well did not go as as strong as I thought it would, but it's starting to turn to the downside right now. All right, so that's a look at what the members, a little snippet of what the members saw in the playbook from last night. My playbook usually runs about 20 minutes or so, so you can see that this is just a quick little snippet of it. All right, so profitable trading to everyone. Be safe. Me done now. Thank you.